2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Welcome back to another episode of Ronin's Mind, episode, I want to say 18? 18, I believe, and this episode is going to be very, very important. I was trying to get this out like weeks before July, but it's fine. But the topic I really want to talk about today is something that's been on my mind lately that I feel like we all need to be sure, like, to keep in check, no matter how much you're going through, no matter how much you're going, like, when you're trying to improve on yourself, doing these things, you need to make sure that your mental health is good. So this topic that I want to talk about today is about mental awareness. So basically, like, always be aware of your mental capabilities, especially the health, the functions of it, everything. I feel like we outsource our mental health a lot, and I feel like we do not keep our health in check, especially when we're working on things that are very important to us, and we really try to pick up the pace with a lot of things. Not everybody's great at juggling things and mastering themselves over time, but it's still something that we all need to keep look after, because we all need each other at the end of the day. And also, you need to love yourself more than anyone else, because self-love can give you the confidence you need to do things that you didn't even think it was even possible for you to begin with. So mental health, like mental awareness, is something that should be speaked about. Like, people's mental health should always be brought up, and it should not be a month thing. I feel like it should be a forever thing. Like, June was one of those months where it's about like mental health and stuff like that, like, other than Pride, of course. But June had something special when it came to mental health awareness, due to the fact that a lot of people do struggle a lot, and I mean a lot, and everybody has a hard time getting by in most cases when it comes to them having low energy mentally. And if you have low energy mentally, physically, you would not be able to keep up in the world that we are currently in, due to the fact that it takes a lot out of you. It takes so much out of you. It's really difficult to get by when you are not at your best. So, what would I recommend in this scenario is taking a small break. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Take a step back, calm your nerves, close your eyes, and just graciously let your mind slow down. Don't let it overrace. Don't let it overlap. Do not let it lose sight of what you want. You know what you want, but you need to make sure that you understand that time and effort will reward you. So always remember that. I personally would do meditation. Meditation is another thing that I personally think is a good for the mental health and for the physical body as well. So it's best of both worlds. So you're helping your mind and body to become stronger and more fluent and better in a lot of scenarios and situations where things will overwhelm you and take out a lot of energy. What's another run? Going for a run. Sometimes running around, like, a little bit around a track, or going down a road or some sort like that, can help, because it increases the active capabilities of your mind just to nicely drift a bit as you're just keeping a nice steady pace, not pushing yourself too much. That helps a lot. I believe there's so many other techniques that we can do, and so many other activities that we can do that can easily calm our mind. Yoga is another one. Yoga helps the mind and body as well. Maybe sitting back and watching your favorite TV show. That will also help. Playing your favorite video game. Anything can help that does not stress the mind. I believe that we push ourselves too much. We don't give ourselves enough credit than we should. So always remember to give yourself nice and easy times on yourself, and don't push too hard, because it's hard. I'll admit I'm struggling now just a bit, but I am working on myself. I am trying to become better. I am trying to do things that I need to do in order just to be good for my own mental health. Content creating hasn't been easy, especially when you're still dabbling around trying to figure out what's good and what's bad, or like what can you do just to elevate your craft. It's difficult since there's so many ways, and yet when it fails, it sucks, because you can tell it sucks, because not a lot of people will see your art piece that you've made, like in a video and stuff like that, or just believe that it's terrible, or just, some people can be negative. Sometimes people can be just not positive. Mental health is a very important thing that should be looked after by everybody, no matter where you're from, no matter what you're doing, no matter how successful you are. You are always special to yourself, and you should always look after your mental health, no matter the situation, no matter what you do, because it matters the most. We all live in a world where things are very fast-paced. We are never given a break. We are never hit with niceness. We're always hit with lots of negativity, because the world can be negative if you put negative in it. But if you're willing to change your mindset, your perspective on things, and try your best to take whatever you so-called desire that is negative and turn it into a positive thing, it gives you more energy to want to go out and search and then better yourself on the things that you truly love and enjoy. I am a believer in that. And no matter what you do, you will always be loved in your craft. There are always people out there that will agree with you. There are always people out there that always might enjoy what you do. Everyone's different for a reason. So that's so we can all learn from one another and have a great time trying to understand what we do. This is something that matters. We all need to be very aware of our potential. And I feel like all of us completely write ourselves off before we're even given a chance to even explore our potential and reaching it. I don't plan on giving up, because I'm stubborn, but also I truly do enjoy this. No matter how many times I fail at this, no matter how many times I get told I suck at this or I won't make it, I still truly enjoy doing this. This is by far the best thing that was ever invented on the internet. Making videos, expressing yourself in many different ways on the internet is such a great thing. And I firmly believe that one day I will make it. One day. And when that day comes, I can't wait just to bring more wisdom, more teachings, more light to the community that I want to build, because I feel like we all deserve to grow in our own way, shape, or form, and feel like we all should have fun and enjoy ourselves and not bring ourselves down, but bring everyone up with you. this is something that should be like talked about. And it surprised me that nobody talks about it too much. That nobody like thinks about mental health too much, especially when it comes to people who are really, really down in the dumps, or who really struggle with their own mind. That really can be a powerful tool that can destroy you from the inside or help lift you up to your fullest potential. The mind is a very powerful thing, and I believe that we all should respect it more and actually work on that the most out of anything. No matter what we do, no matter how much we try to like downplay our thoughts and stuff like that, there are very powerful things that brings light and new ideas to the table in the world, where we still have so much more to discover, or so much to build, so much things to like learn from, create. I mean, like, look how far we've come from just really putting time into technology. Wasn't as advanced back then, so we all used our minds mostly just to create these different contraptions. Like, at first we did not have anything to like ride on to get to places faster until we found the horse, and we used the horses to get to our destination from point A to point B in faster time than walking. We figure out different types of like medicines that we can make out of certain like plant-based or materials, different things that helps out with that. What else? Armor was invented, like through ores and stuff like that, due to us crafting it in different ways of making the tools per se. Because remember, like the Bronze Age, the Stone Age, all that stuff. I'm not the smartest when it comes to history, but still, we all contributed to something that brought more advancement to humanity as a whole. That's the point I'm making. We all do. Like, it doesn't matter where you're from, what your skill set is, there's always a chance that you can be of value to humanity. It just takes that one small step in the direction that you need to go to. And usually the beginning part is tough. It's always tough at the beginning. But there was a quote that once said, do the things that are like tough now, because they will be easier later on. So doing the things that are like doing the challenges that are difficult now, the more you keep doing them, later on they will become easier for you to do. And the easier they become, that means you've completed the challenge entirely, which means you can move on to the next best thing in life, where your calling might be. And your calling is something that everyone should value a lot, whether it's making videos like this, doing edits, or creating new logos and all, like bringing a smile with comedy, a lot of things. You're always contributing to the world, especially when you are in the right mental space to do so, and when you value yourself the most. Because when you value your ideas, your opinion, and you try your best to express it in your passionate way, and it's such a beautiful thing. It's super beautiful knowing that there are people out there in this world that are gifted with so many different things, and yet they just kind of cut themselves off because they get bullied out of it, or they just have a lot of self-doubt. They don't know where to begin or where to start. There's so many different factors that could hold you back, but all you have to do is just take that first step. Take a leap of faith and try. Try your best. Because out of everyone in the world, at least you tried. And at least you did something compared to the other person that couldn't even fathom of even trying to begin with. It's something that I truly believe that we all can do. It's just up to you as a person to go out and get help if you're ever in need of help, especially when it comes to your mental health. So mental awareness should be really important all year out. Like, always seek help when you're mentally not right and you feel like you're so down that you might end up doing something that you never thought you had the capabilities of even doing, and that could cause harm to others. Always seek out help. Seeking out help can go a long, long way, especially with the friends and family around you. And the people that you care about the most will always be there with you to support you through your journey of recovery and seeing you grow into the nice warrior or leader, artist, whatever it is that you wanted for yourself and what they see you with. These are capabilities that you as a person can do. You are always welcome. You are always loved by nature itself and by your friends and family. The world is a place to learn and grow through the harshness of its environment and seeing the beauty through it all. As humans, we are very complex. We are still learning about ourselves no matter what. Things have always been changing rapidly. So many different opinions are always floating around. New ideas for improvements on our human health. So many things. Even like expanding our population throughout the galaxy, which is Elon Musk is trying to do. We all know how that is. Still, these are great ideas that have surfaced, and these are things that we all should be very mindful of, because these are life-changing things that we all do when we're taking that first step. And as soon as you feel that first step, as you take it, there's no going back. You can't quit now, because if you quit now, you'll quit forever. This is it. This is the time for you to grow when you're taking that first step, especially when you're mentally more aware of yourself and your capabilities. I might downplay myself a lot. I might just be a goofball, I always tell myself, but at the end of the day, I know what I am, and I know that I just like to guide people in the right direction. I like to be the nice, chill Ronin that likes to teach you about my experience and always want to learn more from other people's experience and try to get to know them better and just grow as a community together. I always say this at the videos, but I always miss doing this, because Ronin's Mind is my best series I've ever created on this platform, because it is the feeling of it, knowing that it fits my personality in a way. Just how I love gaming. Gaming does fit my personality, because I love gaming. So, yeah. I truly love doing the things that I do. And I'll forever will always love my capabilities of trying my best to learn more as a Ronin and trying to get high up there so that I can teach others to be alongside me as well, so that's how we all can grow and all have fun. Because at the end of the day, we are all in this together, and I'm trying to build a community based off of that. We're all in this together, and we all can learn from one another together. That is who we are, because together as one, we are unstoppable. I truly love the idea of growing, especially when you're mentally aware of it. It feels so much better, and it feels so good knowing that you made progress towards something that you always wanted to do. But that is it for now. I have talked for a good bit. I have more Ronin's Mind episodes coming up into the future, and I can't wait to show you them all. So this has been ArizenjiTSF, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Ronin's Mind. Take care, my fellow Ronins.